During the early 20th century, the world was facing many changes. This included changes in theater. New strands of theater were coming out, and playwrights were writing about topics that were rarely written about before. In this speech, I will be discussing the famous playwright Tennessee Williams, his play, A Streetcar Named Desire, and his impact on 20th century drama. For this speech, I received my research from Northwest Florida State College databases and textbooks. First, in the play, A Streetcar Named Desire, Blanche's life changes when she moves in with her sister Stella and her husband Stanley. The playbook describes Stella as a gentle young woman, about 25, and of a background obviously quite different from her husband's. And Blanche, by her delicate beauty, must avoid a strong light. There is something about her uncertain manner, as well as her white clothes, that suggests a moth. This shows how Stanley, her abusive and animalistic husband, is important to Stella, and how Blanche lost her current stage of life. Blanche represents Stella's old life and Stanley, her current life. There is a battle in Stella's head over finding balance between the two. Blanche is shocked that Stella chose a simple life with Stanley that her family looks down on. This is especially true since most of the conflicts in the play are because of Stanley's anger and his fighting with Blanche. Eventually, Blanche's dark past, delusion, and lies come to light in the last scenes of the play. This shows her slow descent into madness, which ends the play, as well as the fact that Stella and Stanley's lives went back to normal after Blanche is gone. Second, it is fair to say that Tennessee Williams had a big impact on his time. He is considered one of the best American playwrights in the 20th century and has won 2 Pulitzer Prize awards for his works, which he won for A Streetcar Named Desire. Williams' works came out when realism was popular in theater, and the textbook Theater, A Lively Art states some critics suggest that Arthur Miller and Williams wrote in a form known as selective realism, a type of realism that heightens certain details of action, scenery, and dialogue while omitting others. I believe Tennessee Williams wrote A Streetcar Named Desire to show the audience the parallels of mankind while trying to combine modern realistic drama with classic Southern Gothic drama. Williams is trying to convey to the audience that times are changing and the world is shifting in new directions. Another reason Williams wrote the play is to show the evidence that fantasy and delusions cannot stop the feats of reality. He shows that wishful thinking and lies cannot keep people from finding out the truth, and that the truth can do more harm this way. Third, I chose to talk about Tennessee Williams because of the conflicts in his plays. In A Streetcar Named Desire, most of the conflicts come from the main characters, not outside forces. I feel that this shows real humanity and conflict that the audience can relate to. I chose Williams because it seems there is always balance or 2 opposing beliefs in his plays. Williams does a good job at showing the 2 sides of what characters are feeling or thinking. I would say overall the play had a negative emotional impact on me. Like most tragedies, the play ended on a sad note with Blanche going to a mental hospital and Stella coming to the realization about her life choices. The play ending was not happy, but taught us the audience values about life. To conclude, thank you for listening to my speech about famous playwright Tennessee Williams, his play A Streetcar Named Desire, and the large impact on 20th century drama. To summarize, I believe Williams wrote this play to show the audience that fantasy cannot overcome reality. I chose to speak about him because of his conflicts inside the characters he presents on stage. Thank you.